Respect other religions. Respect other religions. That's one of the things I hear people say to street preachers like myself or other street preachers. Especially whenever we tend to challenge other religions, and we're all free. I would think we're all free to challenge each other respectfully. I'm a Christian, and I see other Christians. I mean, I personally don't typically do it, but I've seen other Christians challenge, say Buddhism, say Islam, Hinduism, and then people say respect other religions. Is the way that certain street preachers go about it, I agree with? No. But, if we're all on I think everybody, typically people want to know what the truth is, right? And we're all on a journey to find out what the truth is. I mean, I think we all have our free will. Some want to go on it, some don't care. Some just like, life is what it is, but I don't care, whatever. I go with the flow. But, that word respect means to give high esteem to, high regard to, right? And whatever you give whatever you give high regard to, typically it's something that I don't think you agree with. Like, I don't give regard, high esteem to adultery, pornography, drunkenness, pedophilia. Why? Because it's not right, and it brings chaos, dysfunction in the world. Some people would say, well, people of other religions, other faiths, they're not hurting anybody, and different. Yeah, I would say I think there's truth in many religions, almost all of them. It doesn't mean I agree with every single thing, but I believe that there is things that we can learn, definitely, from other faiths, for sure. But, me personally, I want to be with that truth that is the truth, the solid truth, and nothing that is deviating from that at all. And of course, someone will disagree with me, and that's okay. I want to be as close to truth as possible. And if anything is deviating from that in any way, I'm not going to subscribe to that. So, when we say we respect other religions, it's like we're saying, yeah, we agree with that. And throughout time, there's been many religions, way of life or belief in a higher power of sorts to guide us in life. And I would say I respect or give attention to or give regard to others' right to practice their religion. But of course, we know that there are still boundaries that should not be crossed, because of course you can't say, well, obviously I think most people would say, well, if your religion is to just go around stabbing people and shooting people and raping people, that's in your religious book. We would all say, no, we don't respect that. Right? Often when people think about religion, think about, it's the history that they believe in, and they pray, they fast, they have some sort of like ritual that they do for various reasons. And yeah, they have a right to do that. That's between them and God, or whatever God they believe in, right? But I don't respect. Do I agree with everything? Do I agree with some things of, say, Islam, Buddhism, and Hinduism? Yeah, certain things. Many things I don't, right? But there are principles, obviously, that I definitely do agree with, right? So for us to say respect all religions, I would say, what? Let's be careful with that now, because there was ancient practices, religious practices that did child sacrifices, blood sacrifices, right? Do we respect that? No. I mean, why would you say you respect that? One big one today is Satanism. I hear a lot of people nowadays say, "Hell, Satan," and all. Hell, what? You know, I would think out of all the religions, you know, that would be the one that most people should just like, what? You nuts, right? There's a lot of truth in other religions for sure, but Satanism? Wow. Because the primary principle of Satanism, one of the biggest ones, is do what thou will. You know, who promoted that, pushed that, it was Aleister Crowley. Do whatever you want. You want to murder, you want to kill, you want to be mean, you want to do whatever, you want to cut corners, you want to lie, you want to cheat, you want to do whatever to get ahead, whatever feels good for you, just do it. And there's people that live by that principle, and that's one of the reasons why they hate God. See why they hate the Bible, for example, which is my primary book of choice, is because we don't want to be subject to a higher authority. We don't like being told what to do. Even as kids, we don't like being told what to do by our parents. You know, and we as we go into adults, there's something that's that we don't like listen to our boss. I know we don't like listen to the police and the lawyers and the judge and all these, you know, people of all sorts of ways of levels of authority. People that believe in the universe, and that's their religion, right? Believe in the universe. You know, there's celebrities that believe in the universe, and why? Well, can they say one thing? Because the God of the Bible, they're Christians and all that. You know, white man's religion, and what? They're in the middle, Iraq, Iran area, Middle Eastern area. I'm sure there were more darker skin over there, darker skin people, right? But we don't believe in this God of restrictions. Look at your body. Your body has restrictions right there. Your skin has a restriction. Certain things can just come into your organs like that. This car has restrictions. Buildings have restrictions right there. Windows, doors. Restrictions is what protects people. Now, you may disagree with what those restrictions are, but we know we need restrictions. Now, once we begin to say, to hell with restrictions, forget restrictions, there's chaos. And a lot of people go against Christianity because, in religion in general, our faith is that we don't want to really ascribe to that. But whether you say religious or spiritual or whatever or not, we all follow rules. Some more than others. We all believe in some level of rules. Like someone can't just come to you and just take your wallet and take your purse, and there's no repercussions for it. Now, can they? Just go into your house and do whatever they want, and I don't know, bomb it, take you, go in your house and throw your kids out and say, all right, get out of here, and it's my house now, throw you out. So no, you don't own this. You're not paying the bills here. But while everyone has a right to practice, of course, we know there's a cutoff point. Now, if it comes to a point where you're hurting people now, especially physically, now obviously that's a problem. You know, it's come to the point where you're actually interfering with say, to our religion, to, I don't know, walk in the middle of the street and obstruct traffic. We go say, oh well, now that's a problem. We don't respect that though. So let's be very careful, you know, when we say that. And let's not be afraid for whatever our religion is, or say way of life is, that we're not afraid for it to be challenged. I'm not afraid anyone to challenge me being a Christian. I'm not afraid of that challenge. Do I respect all religions? No. Because not everything in those religions, in my personal perspective, is right. It's true. It's edifies people. It hurts people in different ways. And that's a longer video I can go into, right? But no. But people have the right to an extent. Like Bible, 10 Commandments, the first four, you and God. The last 6, between you and your fellow man. The first 4, I don't think the government people should try to force that upon you, how you do that. You and God. The last 6, that should be enforced. Alright, so that's my perspective on the matter. God bless y'all. Much love. Love everyone regardless of what they believe, and let's all keep going towards deeper and deeper truth. All right, y'all. Much love. Love you.